Flashing lights in the dark barracks on up. Engines scream till the wild hearts succumb. Virtual roads where the asphalt sweat fire, chasing glory through the chaos of desire. Your TV burning in my veins tonight. Wheels spin, pixels ignite the fight. Flag to flag, every moment extreme. Nerd TV, we're living the dream. Roaring engines, pixels bursting like flames. Digital warriors, no face, just names. Science going for the sweet finish line. Sweat soaked battles outside space and time. Nerd TV burning in my veins tonight. Wheels spin, pixels ignite the fight. Flag to flag, every moment extreme. Nerd TV, we're living the dream. Roaring engines, pixels burst like flames. Digital warriors, no face, just names. Tires calling for the sweet finish line. Sweat soaked battles outside space and time. Nerd TV burning in my veins tonight. Wheels spin, pixels ignite the fight. Flag to flag, every moment extreme. Nerd TV, we're living the dream. Strap me in, fuel me with untamed speed. Data in the storm, all the rush I need. Glitches on the edge, chaos in the stream. Sim racing paradise, unraveling the sea. Nerd TV burning in my veins tonight. Wheels spin, pixels ignite the fight. Flag to flag, every moment extreme. Nerd TV, we're living the dream. Flashing lights in the dark barracks on up. Engines scream till the wild hearts succumb. Virtual roads where the asphalt sweat fire, chasing glory through the chaos of desire. Your TV burning in my veins tonight. Wheels spin, pixels ignite the fight. Flag to flag, every moment extreme. Nerd TV, we're living the dream. Roaring engines, pixels bursting like flames. Digital warriors, no face, just names. Science going for the sweet finish line. Sweat soaked battles outside space and time. Nerd TV burning in my veins tonight. Wheels spin, pixels ignite the fight. Flag to flag, every moment extreme. Nerd TV, we're living the dream. Roaring engines, pixels burst like flames. Digital warriors, no face, just names. Tires calling for the sweet finish line. Sweat soaked battles outside space and time. Nerd TV burning in my veins tonight. Wheels spin, pixels ignite the fight. Flag to flag, every moment extreme. Nerd TV, we're living the dream. Strap me in, fuel me Data in the storm, all the rush I need. Glitches on the edge, chaos in the stream. Sim racing paradise, unraveling the sea. No TV burning in my veins tonight. Wheels spin, pixels ignite the fight. Flag a flag, every moment extreme. No TV, we're living the dream. Flashing lights in the dark, baritone hum. Touchscreen and loud in the different range. Fuel burns in the glow of the pixel blaze. The rubber moves roll with a fist clenched tight. Your TV lights up the endless night. Fight to fight, we live the speed. No TV feeds our endless need. Heartbeats round and engines climb. Best broadcast under the virtual sky. Turn the wheel, feel the breakneck roll. Sim racers tearing through the thunder soul. Gear shifts crack like a lightning storm. Digital warriors breaking the norm. Turn the wheel, feel the breakneck roll. Sim racers tearing through the thunder soul.
And welcome to Nerd TV for another Global Racing League Truck Series race live from the virtual Phoenix Raceway, where we're going to go one more time for 2025 for not just Global, but for Nerd TV as far as a broadcast scheduled in the calendar year 2025. And we are going to try to have the best possible racing broadcast as we get the countdown to green presented by Icon Apparel Company underway. Here's the weather on the track. Dusk. It is currently almost 7 o'clock Eastern. Well, I guess Western on the virtual side here. Air temp 84 degrees, track temp 86, 7-mile-an-hour winds, clear skies, and it's going to be a fun one here this evening. Of course, my name is Jeremy Stanley, aka Jay Swifty. Dustin Logston on my right-hand side. How's it going over there, sir, for this final time in 2025?
Heartbroken, man. Heartbroken in the real world. Glad to see Corey Heim get the truck championship. That was cool. Kind of a little, well-deserved. Talking about well-deserved. Heartbroken that Connor Zilic did not get the Xfinity championship, man. Guy with freaking 11 wins on the season. I mean, just heartbroken he didn't get it. And then if he didn't get it, was heartbroken that Allgaier didn't get it. And contrary to belief, man, I was pushing for Denny Hamlin for the Cup Series championship. I really was. It's he's finished runner-up a number of times, a lot of wins, emotional standpoint on it, and didn't get it. Kyle Larson got championship number 2, so I think Corey Heim was the only one that went. I was happy with the results of that one. Xfinity and Cup, yeah, I wish it would have went differently, but all that aside, we have our own championship to decide tonight for the boys over here at the Global Racing League Truck Series. And Jeremy, it's really down to 2 drivers. I mean, everybody else mathematically with the amount of drivers we have here, statistically, they're out of contention. And that's 3rd place on back, starting with EJ Luna, 37 points out. Statistically out of contention right now, even with bonus points. Only 2 drivers are going for that top spot. 34, Michael Thorpe Jr., and the 89 of Bobby Mantle. 16-point spread difference in between these two, Jeremy. And bonus points can play a factor, so it's going to be a fun one tonight.
Yeah, man. Just to recap what you just said about the real-life stuff, I'm a diehard Ford fan through and through, but I'm a Larson fan, so it's kind of torn because I was also rooting for Denny quite a bit, but I will take a Larson championship as well.
And I'll take
But,
Larson,
check-
and I will, and
Yeah.
I never root for Denny. I have never rooted for Denny at all.
No.
And this was the one time that I was rooting for him. And but I'll take a Kyle Larson championship over not having Denny get it any day.
Yeah, 100% here. And Dustin, it's qualifying time. So we're going to end this final pre-race show of the year. I'm going to go full screen as these guys, all 11 drivers, 11 drivers in session for the season finale here at Phoenix. 7:01 server time. Sun is setting. And if it was like the real world time, Dustin, remember, we just had our fallback of time, daylight savings time. It would be completely pitch black if it was set in a realistic time format, but here we are, sunset 7 p.m. on the West Coast. I'm riding on board here, one of the two championship contenders, the 89 to Bobby Mantle, who's got a lot of work to do tonight. He's going to have every chip fall his way, Dustin. He is 16 points out. He's got 11 drivers on track. So he has to not only get all the bonus points, he also has to have Thorpe basically finish last place and himself win the race to give him any chance. So technically not out mathematically, but this man needs all the luck, all the rabbit's foot, I guess you call them feet, all the rabbit's feet with him just to get the championship. Michael Thorpe sitting in a very, very good position right now.
Yeah, and like you said, bonus points, it's going to start with what we're doing right now, Jeremy. Qualifying pole sitter gets 5 bonus points. That's going to be huge. And right now you see Bobby Mantle on that 89 is in that top spot. Now here's the thing. If Michael Thorpe Jr. can knock Bobby Mantle off that top spot, that would pretty much seal the deal with that 5 bonus points. So that is going to be make or break right now. Currently, Michael Thorpe Jr. not on track, just hit pit road. Are coming out now, so we're going to see how this is going to play out. Right now, as you can tell, your 2 championship drivers, Bobby Mantle and Michael Thorpe Jr., will be highlighted in red on the tower to your right, so you guys will be able to see where your championship contenders are at all times in real time while this is going on.
That's kind of cool. You just got that coating put in this week, I do believe, and it looks very good right there, even though we would like to see, more than 2, but either way. Appreciate the 11 drivers for tuning into this race to run this thing out to the very end. We've got our very, very long-term driver here, Jonathan Gaston, completing the season, the only driver to complete every single event in 2025 at Global. So thank you, Jonathan, for doing such.
And
there's a couple other drivers in there that have completed over 95% of the season too. So, but we need that turnout. But it's still going to be great for either the 34 or the 89. They're still going to have a time of their life trying to drive this thing and pick up the trophy this evening.
Absolutely. And fun note, too, these guys like to joke around and have fun. In the driver's meeting, Gaston did ask, hey, do I get any type of, trophy or any type of, prize for catching every single race this season? And I do believe Stephen Hayes said that it was going to be 1,000-point bonus to him for catching the every race this season. So congratulations, Gaston, on being the 2025 Global Racing League Truck Series champion. No, I'm just playing. But no, hats off, though. I mean, the dedication for some of these drivers to include Gaston catching every single one of them. I mean, stellar, man. Fantastic. And we love to see it.
Yeah, 100% here. Looking at the victory lane, I know there's a way to access this place. I just don't know how to get there. At least I've been told you can do it. We'll see if they find it here this evening. As we're winding down, less than 1 minute left from the qualifying session. Got 7 times posted out of the 11 entries here. We're just going to let it tick off here. Thank you to our sponsor, Icon Apparel Company. Give them a shout out now before this thing runs dry. If you're looking to up your esports team with the best jersey you can buy or hat, custom embroidery, on a multiple style of hats you can choose from, and then the jerseys themselves are full dye, fully customized right from the website, or they can design it yourself. Whatever you need for your team, that's iconapparelcompany.com. Checkout code SUPERNERD. A whopping 25% will be saved on your entire purchase. And as I finish that ad read, Dustin, 3, 2, 1, qualifying over. We got one session left, and that is the one you're here to watch. 150 laps will be had this evening to crown our champion and to see who's going to win the race. As they get gridding here, give it a moment for them to start clicking the drive button, and then we'll go down the starting lineup here for the race here at Phoenix. Appreciate you guys tuning in on YouTube as well, YouTube and Twitch. If you haven't followed our Twitch channel yet, please go ahead and do so. We are live on 2 platforms again. It's been a while since we've done that, but we're doing it here. You got, what was that, Mick Evolution with a 3, saying Michael Thorpe Fan Club, Germany. Who needs to sleep? And Mikey is up to speed. Look at that. From Germany, Dustin.
All right, man. You know what? We love our friends from across the pond. Absolutely. So love seeing it. It's going to be a good one. You know, it's not going to be over until the that proverbial fat lady sings, so to speak. So this is definitely a track of ups, downs, and heartbreaks. So we're about to find out.
All right, here's the starting lineup, as most of the drivers have joined the session. Here we go. Bobby Mantle going to start in P1. Stephen Hayes on the outside in second place. Row 2, Michael Thorpe Jr. and Don Blazier. Row 3, EJ Luna, Danny White. Row 4, Jonathan Gaston, Dustin Franklin. Row 5, Jeff Weimer, Chuck Cobb, and Callum Bailey going to be the caboose here tonight.
Our Swedish Scottish warrior. And we got to thank you,
Jeremy.
Jeremy.
Last week or 2 weeks ago, right?
We got to thank you from him. He loves that we've been keeping that joke and that catch line in on there all season like that. And he says he has been enjoying going back and rewatching it, and others have as well. So we like to have fun up here. We're nerds, man. We like to have fun, but we also like to bring a good show. And I feel that we do both, Jeremy. I feel we do both very well.
I think so. I mean, tell us in the comments if you think otherwise, but I think we're doing a good job up here. Calling each and every single race for 3+ years. I think we got to go back and look through the logs. I want to know when race number 400 is. It's got to be approaching soon. Well, maybe we'll do that math over the off season. Who knows? But here we go. Pace car. Yeah, pace car down. Trucks are ready. 7:08 Eastern server time. 3, 2, 1, green flag, just shy of the box, actually, as they roar off through the dog leg. Here we go, bouncing all over the place, fanning out like they do in real life, then closing in on each other. Mantle Thorpe, 1 and 2 into 1 and 2.
Yep. So you see those red names up there? Those are your championship drivers right now. Now, EJ Luna is a championship driver as well, but mathematically not in contention, being 37 out, but he's still going for that dub, that checkered flag. Little loose coming out of that corner. So's Thorpe. Both of them wobble as they sit here and come off 4 down through the dog leg.
Off into turn number 1 here on lap number 2. EJ giving it all here. The Lone Star Racing boys on the outside lane. 2nd and 4th, going to maybe be 2nd and 3rd as they get to turn number 3. At the door panel is the 34. Going to utilize that inside, but the outside here at Phoenix is very strong on the short run and the long run as Thorpe takes the shortcut.
Yeah, Thorpe taking that shortcut there. You see Stephen Hayes back on the caffeine team driver cams. Glad that he fixed that camera. We see a little bit more than just his forehead, eyes, and nose now. Real crisp, but you see he's locked in side by side now on the inside of Thorpe as they go down that backstretch.
Great battle here, 13-34. Door to door still. There's the 34 on the outside, reversed from 2 laps ago. Going to try to hold off, and does, as the 13 goes low on the entry. Has to check up that corner entrance. Allows 34 to get the drive off the turn 2. Boom. Single file now. Oh, the 72 Gaston super loose off of turn 2. Able to collect it.
Yeah, a little bit of a wall tap on that one there, but keeps it going. Still running solidly in the top 5 right now. Got a nice little group right back here, right around that 5th place, starting with Gaston and then Don Blazier. Then you've got Danny White and Dustin Franklin all back there. White and Franklin side by side as well. And Jeremy, that's why this track here poses some great racing, because you can hold side by side battles like that. And that dog leg using it just evens things out and allows these battles to progress even longer.
As they're still cutting that dog leg super sharp, at least the 34 is all the way down there. You're not going to see them on that turn one wall and go 7 wide like you did on Friday night. But they're still utilizing the dog leg where they can. Here's the 24 looking as there are 3 trucks all underneath one simple blanket throw for the race lead, as Mantle is going to fire off and lead the first 6 laps tonight.
Yeah, side by side is Luna and Thorpe, and they are all right here, and we're going to go 3 wide, boys. 3 wide as we go in the corner. Thorpe goes way up high, has to check up. Back down to 2 wide. EJ Luna now has the advantage on the inside. Thorpe now going to the inside. Back to 3 wide down the backstretch as we dive it off into 3.
Oh, this is fun. 3 wide for the race lead and championship contenders. 1, 2, 3 in points. 1, 2, 3, 3 wide front straightaway. They're having some fun out here to close out this season, and the bottom truck prevails. Thorpe, give him the 2-for-1, slides up. Mantle is going to try to drive it hard off of turn 2. Does so, Dustin. We're still 3.
Still 3. EJ Luna has to pull back in line. Still 2 wide for your top 2. That's Thorpe Jr., Bobby Mantle. Side by side, Thorpe has got the edge on the inside. Clears Mantle. Mantle with the crossover. Long shot down that dog leg there. Now side by side again. Flip-flop going into 1.
So much fun here. Still 2 wide race lead. Championship 2. Here you go. Having at it. Not holding back here. Thorpe has everything to lose, but he doesn't care. He said 2 weeks ago that he was still just going to do the same thing he's been doing. And he's doing it right here. Having fun. 3 wide. Takes it over after passing the 24, after passing the 89. Sole possession of the race lead with a 2-truck length advantage over the 89.
Yeah, and you have to, Jeremy. I mean, it's just because there's championship implications. I mean, racing and driving with the mentality that you've had all season long that got you to this position to begin with, you do not want to stray away from it. This is not a time to change what has been working. So I love drivers that go out there and do that. They go out there and they give it their all because that's what got them here to begin with. Battle for second place. EJ Luna trying it again on the inside of Bobby Mantle. Bobby way up on that 3rd lane right now. Side by side as they come off. And still side by side. Not entirely clear yet.
As they run 2x2, still out on the 34. Thorpe Jr. to break out to an almost 7 to 8 truck length advantage at this point as we're starting off lap number 12. Still cutting the inside there. You don't have to worry about your mechanical parts failing like a Goodyear tire here this evening, as there's no damage when you jump from the apron back up to the top. Sometimes you can do damage to the underbody, but not here, not tonight at Phoenix. As they go single file once more, looking at the 24, 13, 89, nose to tail, 34, a little loose off of turn 2, or 4 rather.
Yeah, a little loose, but able to maintain. You see Bobby Mantle took that dogleg approach. Stephen Hayes stayed up top. These 3 drivers staying close, but Michael Thorpe Jr. setting sail right now, Jeremy. He's got a good lead. Still early in the race, though. Tires are still a thing when it comes to this track here, but we've seen Michael Thorpe Jr. do fantastic things on long, medium, and short runs. Guy knows what to do. That's what's got him in this situation to begin with, and he's looking to try to cap off a fantastic season right now, but currently only working lap 14 of 150 right now.
11 live on the YouTube side. Mick Evolution saying hopefully the tires hold longer than the Cup race. Yep. Me
Facts.
too. That's why I made that reference like a minute ago. Those things had 35 laps, and my God, the amount of blowouts that they had here tonight. Goodyear thought they had a great solid tire till they showed up to Phoenix, and now they're scratching their heads. How do we do that or not do that for next season? I guess some testing will be had, but yeah, I think we're going to be good here. I think this virtual tire is going to hold much longer than 35 laps.
Maybe Goodyear needs to take some notes from the iRacing simulation software. I'm just saying.
Did Dustin just give iRacing credit?
I did.
Wow.
And I know, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a fantastic program. It really is. But it has its bugs, like everything else. The one that you hear us talk
sir.
about all the time is that dreaded net code all the time. But no, I mean, from where we started at way back in the day in NASCAR racing 2003 season, 2002, 2000, we have come a long way, that is for sure.
Yeah, man, 2008. That's a long time for a game to survive, and they're not done yet. This simulation is going to be thriving with a complete graphics overhaul here in the next year or two. Some more updates to tires, this and that. So they're going to be prolonging their lifespan, like some other games, like a GTA 5, if you will, because that's finally coming to a close next year. But looking at the 89 here, as he's bouncing
Suspectedly.
off the yeah, I mean, they pushed it back a half a year already once.
I'm
from
saying
September to
it's
March.
going to be holidays of 2026. I think there's one more pushback.
No, this is the final Christmas, Dustin, in GTA 5. This is the final Christmas. You have to play it one last time in the snow before they close it out.
You do realize holidays of 2026 starts in November, right? So it would still technically be the last Christmas. Just throwing that out there.
Listen. There's gonna be one more snow
I
session.
just rained on Jeremy's parade. He's
No,
like,
no.
"Don't you be jinxing it."
There's one more snow session. It is this year in GTA 5, and those servers will be no longer because 6 will be out and people will be having a ball. Yeah, not the current one that's been around for eons at this point. Cycling through the field here, 74, Dustin Franklin. Chilling back in 7th place, looking at the 72. Jonathan Gaston, here's Don Blazer, who's had a very up and down season. Right now, slightly lesser of the two, right at mid-pack in 8th place. As the field Dustin kind of spaced out here. What a very fun first 10, 15 laps of this race. But then the middle of the tire wear run sets in, and that's where the strategies go, and that's where the driving skills start to show up. And lo and behold, your drivers 1, 2, and 3 in points are 1, 2, and 4 on the track.
Yeah, and this is where it's again, like you said, that driving ability, the how well the drivers drive this track in particular, because Phoenix is not a standard track. It's not a standard layout. It's got different aspects to it that we don't see at a lot of other tracks. And it's setups, Setups are going to be a huge thing as well, and this is where it's going to be. We also have, if they stay running the way they do, Jeremy, we have green flag pit stops coming up. We have seen things take place on pit road penalties that just mess things up, and anything could happen.
We have had, because of lower truck count, the cautions have been so minimal. I think we've had 2 completely cautionless races in the past 3 or 4 races, and tonight being very spaced out. The trucks, for the most part, they look like they're driving great, maybe a little tight, but I'm not seeing, as I scroll through the field, a lot of trucks kicking their rear end out on corner exit on either side of the track. So that tells me they're dialed in, and we could potentially see that, green all the way through. But the pit stops here is a little different than the average track. So once they get to their first green flag pit stop, we will see what that kind of entails for these guys tonight.
Yeah. Like you said, we have seen a number of trucks kick out. I mean, even your race leader, Michael Thorpe Jr., we've seen him get loose side by side with the 24 on your screen of EJ Luna. So it's going to be a give and take. Right now, Michael Thorpe Jr. has got plenty of space, doesn't need to push it, whereas EJ Luna, Stephen Hayes, Bobby Mantle, they've got to push it. And right now, Bobby's losing a lot of ground to your top 3 right now. But we've also seen Bobby run that long run before where he falls back, but then everybody starts coming back to him, and he's there at the end. So just because he's fallen off the pace from your top 3, there's still a lot of laps left and a lot of race, Jeremy.
A lot of race, 26 laps going to be completed as Michael Thorpe Jr. does cross the line here as we're going to go turn up the tunes, listen to the trucks go around Phoenix momentarily. Our voices will be right back. Back full screen live here on lap 35 of the scheduled 150 laps to close out the 2025 Global Racing League Truck Series season. Michael Thorpe looking like Denny Hamlin out here, just sole possession of the race lead, not looking back at this time. Second, third, and fourth, however, are kind of not necessarily nose to tail, but they're getting there as Bobby Mantle starting to close back in.
Yeah, let's not say Denny Hamlin. Let's say Corey Heim. How about that? Because it didn't work out too well for Denny Hamlin tonight.
Rest in peace.
But yeah, we just talked about Bobby Mantle during that Turn Up the Tudes segments was closing back in. He's closing back in on EJ Luna right now for P3, Jeremy, and he is there. He is ready, about a half a truck length right now, as these two drivers are getting ready to duke it out for that third position.
A lot of fun here as we're going raceepi.com, race telemetry, over the 89 of Bobby Mantle. As I see the 13 of Stephen Hayes continuing to scrape the outside wall off of turn 4. As we're Looking at the back bumper of Lone Star Racing, EJ Luna, third in points, out 37 points. So he's not in contention here tonight, but giving it all here to see what he can't do to close out his 2025 season as well. And as they cut through the dog leg here, let's also take a lap on board with the Oakley visor camera. I haven't called this one out in a couple of weeks, so figured let's go from the roof cam to what the driver's looking at and see what that looks like going through the dog leg as we're going through turn 4. Driver looking right, looking all over the place. And here we go. Does he cut this time? Nope, he's going to take... Well, kind of. There you go. A little swoop there. And that's the easy route. You save your tire there, and the truck doesn't get upset, but it's a little bit longer around the track.
Yeah, and I mean, it does. I mean, if you time it right, you can get a good run out of there and set yourself up, but you got to be careful. That transition from track down to that apron and that dog leg can throw a truck out of sorts a little bit, especially on older tires. As you see, every time they make that transition, you see Bobby Mantle's wheel back and forth as he's trying to maintain the smoothness on it. And now he's moving up to that wall there, Jeremy, going through 1 and 2 down that backstretch now as he's trying to chase down the 13 of Stephen Hayes.
Yeah, you see the gap there, about 10-ish truck lengths between the 13 and the 89. 2.5 seconds is your gap between Michael Thorpe Jr. and Stephen Hayes. And as they continue just to ride, Thorpe just on a mission. He's utilizing the outside there. Look at that turn 1 outside approach. Really straightens out the exit. It's a very common line here at Phoenix, 3 and 4. It's a little bit nicer on the outside in the real world, but when it comes here on iRacing, the simulation platform of choice, these guys like the bottom. The bottom typically is the fastest, but watch turn 1. Let's see what happens here with Michael Thorpe. He's going to run that second, slide up like Chase Briscoe was, all the way up against the marbles. Cuts it down, has a little bit more banking and a little bit straighter shot off exit, and it just carries enough speed down the back straightaway to make a difference.
Yeah, and the thing was, I've been watching the split time, Jeremy. Just before we started really watching the 34, he was at about a 2.7, 2.8 second difference between himself and Stephen Hayes in the 13. That is now down to a 2.3 to a 2.4, depending on how well the drivers take the corners right now. All right, right now it's at a 2.38. So he's losing a little bit of time. Part of that could be we're working lap 43 of 150 right now. It might be at the tail end of his tires, but he's got enough of a lead right now and enough cushion and breathing room that he's not really being pressured right now. The question is how much tires do the next drivers behind him have, that being Stephen Hayes in the 13 and championship contender Bobby Mantle in the 89?
Excellent question there. Stephen Hayes slightly gaining, everybody else slightly dropping back further and further. EJ Luna, 4th place. Up 1 position. He's almost 5 seconds back off your race leader. That shows you how much space has been dropped between your race leader and just in the top 5. The 5th place driver, Danny White, 7.6 seconds back. It's just a wide amount of space there. You see the iRacing iFlag track map coming right outside the tower there on the left-hand side of the tower. Beautiful graphic update, part of our amazing overhaul of the UI that Dustin's put a lot of work and effort into, and you could tell that it's looking perfect, I would say, as we're approaching and completing lap number 45. Back to the race leader, Michael Thorpe Jr., still running that outside lane. We're, like I said, 46 laps in, pit stops. It might be a one-and-done session here. We'll find out. They have to get to lap 75 to make it halfway. I don't know if that's realistic, but we'll find out as we're going to take our first picture-in-picture commercial break of the evening. We'll come back, and hopefully soon after we'll have some pit stops.
Hey, can you do me a favor? I'm really hungry, but I'm trapped in here, and I dropped my last piece of boozy jerky on the floor. I can't reach it. Would you mind grabbing me a bag of the most tender, flavorful booze-infused jerky on the planet? I promise I'll pay you back. I mean, I'd eat my piece, but I can't reach it. Oh, actually, I got it. Oh, it's so good. It's so tender, so flavorful. You should really pick yourself up a bag. But if you do, you can't eat it in here. Now, this is my spot. I own this spot. Boozy Jerky, the original booze-infused beef jerky with a pair. Now available.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Back to full screen here. That was our picture-in-picture commercial break. And, well, everybody's on pit road right now. But almost half the field is anyways. We saw some trucks come down early. Bobby Mantle was the first one to do it on the later stages around like lap 48 or so. Then here it is, lap 60. 5 trucks on pit road this time around, including your race leader, the 34, Michael Thorpe. So that answers our question if it's a one-stop versus a two-stop. It is indeed a two-stop race all the way through and through. Jonathan Gaston does lead that last time around, as that 72 is continuing to still make laps on that old set of tires.
Yeah, him, and there's a couple of them right now. So it's Gaston is there. I think he is the only one that is trying to do it, Jeremy. If he can make it to lap 75, 76, he can one-stop this. And that might be, that could be a game-changing strategy if he can get it to last that long. His times have fallen off as well, meaning he might be trying to stretch fuel a little bit, but he is the only driver that has not pitted under this green flag cycle. Everyone else has come down pit road.
And the gap right now is 19 seconds between Stephen Hayes and Jonathan Gaston. That last time by was a 1 second fall off, which is about where Bobby Mantle's first and last time around the track was about a 1.1 second fall off. So as they continue to run each lap, it'll be 1 second here, 1 second there. And if he pits on lap 75, that's about a 12-second fall off, which would put him about 5-ish seconds from Stephen Hayes at that current pace. So we'll see. This could play out in the 72's favor.
Yeah, it very well could play out in the 72's favor. Again, if it stays green flag, that's going to be the make or break on that when it has to stay green flag.
Lap 66 now underway here, looking at the 13 of Stephen Hayes. Second place on the track, as he actually lost a little bit of ground that time. He's only gaining 0.7 or 0.8 over Gaston the past 2 laps. So already plateauing that difference between the two trucks there. 16.5 is the gap now, so there's that 1 second decrease in time. But yeah, eventually the tire wear will plateau off, and Gaston might be, +7, +8, +9. If he can indeed make it, because he's got 10 laps to do it.
Yeah, exactly. 9 laps now as he's working lap 67. So I think he's trying it, Jeremy. I think he is trying to hit that one stop, and he would be the only driver on that pit cycle to hit that one stop if he can go 9 more laps and then hit pit road and it stays green flag. This might pay dividends. And I love to see drivers that gamble it like this. Absolutely love it. I love that strategy of it. I know some drivers like to play the safe route, but you know what? It's those drivers that like to gamble it. Much like Kyle Larson today, gambling with 2 tires over 4. I love seeing drivers gamble.
We're having a nice little 3-truck battle here. Chuck Cobb, Michael Thorpe Jr., Bobby Mantle, all 3 nose to tail, as the 34 does get around the 81 through the front straightaway. The fresher tires on the 34. Oh, the block by Mantle. This is kind of odd. The tire wear difference is about 12 or 13 laps. Thorpe has the advantage on grip. And for the 89 sub block, Thorpe is kind of wild. But just like that, to the inside of the front stretch, slides up in front of the 89. He says, hey, I saw what you did there. I'm going to slide into your lane, cut you off. And there you go. A little exchanging in between the 2 championship contenders, and back to single file we go.
Yeah. And it's, I mean, there's still a lot of laps. We're not even at the halfway point yet to throw a block. But when championships are on the line, I mean, Jeremy, gloves come off. I mean, you have to. But, I mean, it's, I'm like you. That was a losing battle with 13-lap fresher tires. There wasn't much that Bobby Mantle was going to be able to do to keep the 34 of Michael Thorpe Jr. behind him.
Looking over the race times right now, 72 of Jonathan Gaston. 1.3 seconds is the fall off from his fastest lap on lap 5 compared to his last time around on lap 70, which was 28.6 to the 27.3 from a long time ago. 4 laps remaining to the halfway mark. Gaston is there, and he's still got a 13-second gap last time around. This is going to be huge to try to steal a victory, because he can clearly Well, not clear. I think he's going to be able to do it, or else he would have pitted by now. So, as long as there's no caution, the 72 Gaston, the guy who's made every single start without a single win this year, might steal the show at Phoenix.
Yeah, and I mean, if you think about it, if he can make it to the halfway point, that would be, he's going to be at this position at lap 150 as well. And if he can sit here and maintain that lead, all those other drivers are going to pit roughly around the same time as well, because they got to two-stop it. They have to. They're not going to make it otherwise. He might be in good position, Jeremy, like you said, if it goes green flag the whole way like that. Because, I mean, he's coming up to complete lap 73, start lap 74, and he still has 11.5-second lead, Jeremy. This could be big.
Yeah, we were talking, at least I think the cameras or microphones are off, but you need like 1.5 to 2 second variance in time, I think, for the two-stop strategy to work, if there is an option for a single stopper. But only being a second and a half at very most, there's just not enough difference in time there to recoup that on that second pit stop, even if you're running out there running qualifying laps. As here we go, we're on lap 75. Does it come this time or next time? It'll be next time for the 72 Jonathan Gaston on the back straightaway. 10.8 seconds was the gap last time around, so it'll be about a 9 to 10 second difference as he comes down pit road, presumably this time around. This is crazy. Didn't think this was going to be a reaching point when we saw the Thorpe truck come down, but nope. Here's Gaston. Does he come down? Yes, sir. Right at the halfway.
Right at the halfway point, and we were talking about it. I mean, they do run 100% fuel load, so obviously it was entirely doable. I would be curious to see what his fuel level was at when he hit pit road this time, but he will relinquish the lead. There you go, Thorpe Jr., Stephen Hayes, Bobby Mantle all pass him, but Jeremy, they all have to pit again. If this thing stays green flag, this is going to be probably the game-winning moment for tonight's race, and that's coming from the 72 of Jonathan Gaston, only driver to do the one stop.
This is going to be big, too, because he's currently 4th in points. We didn't talk about this, but Jonathan Gaston's 4th in points. Only 1 point shy of EJ Luna. And with this pit stop here, is if we stay green, this will put him in front of EJ Luna and put him 3rd, top 3 in the points, which people don't usually count top 4s per se, but top 3s kind of matter. That's why we do it in the podium. We do it every single broadcast. We talk to your top 3. 3 is a number that's always notated, and this is going to do it. Oh, no, save it. Oh, my God. Gaston almost threw that one away.
Pit exit.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw it there, but man, oh man, what a save on those cold tires. The 72 almost destroyed his efforts.
Well, almost. Only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. Did not destroy him. He is out there right now, but he has got to hope this thing stays green all the way to the end. Loose right there, coming off at turn 2. As he was side by side with the 89 of Bobby Mantle. You got to let those tires warm up. He's been out there running on worn, heated tires this whole time. He's got fresh tires on there. You got to bring him up to temps. Got to bring him up to pressure.
And it looks like they're about there. They should be about 5 laps or so, and then those tires should be up to their normal temp, up to their normal pressures. And that truck looks very solid, as he's now between the 89 of Mantle and the 13 of Stephen Hayes.
And Jeremy,
Michael Thorpe Jr. does resume as your race leader.
He's going to get he's going to get his lap back at this rate, because he is right there with second place. Stephen Hayes is second place. He's going to get his lap back the hard way, not through the extra lap presented by Extra Life, but he's looking to try to drive around these guys. And if he can get his lap back, that's just going to help secure his potential strategy on this one-stopper. Side by side, makes quick work of the 13, now setting his sights on the 34. This is something we're definitely going to have to keep an eye on and keep following throughout tonight's race for the remaining laps.
We'll keep our eye out on that and everything else going on here. So we have one driver out about 20 laps or so ago. Callum Bailey, the 26, fell out for a packet loss. That's a mechanical failure in the virtual world, as he is no longer in this race. So we're down to 10 drivers. As Chuck Cobb still on track, 11 laps outside of the race lead. And we're cycling through some of these drivers here. Here's Chuck Cobb right now in 10th place, looking at the 89 of Mantle. Currently P3 is the truck 89. He's got a 4.5 second gap between himself and the points leader, Michael Thorpe, your race leader.
Yeah. Now, the whole strategy with Jonathan Gaston, I mean, as they run right now, even if it works out the way that Gaston is hoping that it works out and his team is hoping it works out, as it sits right now, it's still not going to have any implications on the championship. Even with Bobby Mantle's 5 bonus points for taking the pole for tonight's event, that would knock the difference down to 11 points between himself and Michael Thorpe Jr., not factoring in their current running position. So as it sits right now, Jeremy, there's still a lot of race, but Bobby Mantle's got a lot of work, and there's got to be a number of things going in his favor to gain up that, at that point, 11-plus point differential.
And here we go, going to the 72 and the 34. Nose to tail, these two trucks are. This is kind of pivotal because this is to bring the 72 from 1 lap down back to the lead lap. So I say pivotal because this is the difference between pitting with sequence and pitting without sequence to get that wave around. 34, going to drive it as hard as he can here until the tires of the 72 just overrun the 34, and there he goes outside. He's going to try to make him do it the hard way on the bottom. 72 is in tire saving mode. You don't want to drive these things hard. 75 laps on a run is no joke. But he's going to still do it because the differential is so strong. And there it is. 72 back to the race lead.
Well,
early lap.
I was about to say, not the race lead, but what we could be seeing on our screen, if this thing goes green flag, you could be seeing your potential 2025 Global Racing League Truck Series champion and your 2025 Phoenix Raceway race winner right here. It's this, I mean, there's a lot at play right now depending on how this strategy plays out. I mean, right now, Michael Thorpe Jr. is doing everything he can. He doesn't have to win the race to win that championship. Would he love to win a race? Absolutely. Every sim racer out there, every real life racer would love to win races. That's why we show up, is to do that. But he doesn't have to. He just has to maintain higher than that 89. And if he does that, and he doesn't even have to do that, Jeremy, he could finish a number of positions behind the 89 and still secure it.
The only reason Thorpe would want to win this race more than ever, not only because of the championship, but his teammate Austin McGill, 7 wins to Michael Thorpe's 6. So that would tie the teammates 7 and 7 apiece. And tonight, if the 72 stays clean, will not be the case, as we're now on lap 88, coming up to lap 89 and 90, which is about, 61, 62 laps to go in this event. Pit stops for Bobby Mantle, this truck here in the 89. He pitted on lap 48 or 47, right around there. So expect him to be coming down pit road maybe in the next 5 to 10, I would say, roughly. Yeah,
and the rest of the drivers were right around that 55 to 60-ish mark, so you could count them for some of your early pitters anywhere around the next round lap 100, and then everybody else between 100 and 120 to make it to the end, where Jonathan Gaston can sit here and stretch it even further than that. So he can go to the end. We know that. I mean, he made it halfway. We know that he can go to the end from this point on.
Look at the line there from 89 and 13 as you cycle back and back to these two drivers. The outside lane in 1 and 2 is so strong. It is completely rubbered in. And right there, you see them, they're on the casual inside to outside as Mantle scrapes the wall a little bit. Let's see this time if they go back to back on the very outside lane. We saw a lot of drivers do it already. Entering high in 3, up all the way up in there. And then they drive it down to the middle, straightens out that exit. It is such a fantastic line here at Phoenix to use.
Yeah, you got to be careful, though. I mean, depending on tires and everything else, you do not want that truck to drift up and actually get into that wall. You see him sit here and scrape the wall on corner exit a little bit. That's not bad. Doesn't really do much damage. Doesn't really slow the momentum. But I mean, if you get caught in a corner in that wall there, it is going to be, it's going to be huge.
Great spoiler camera here from Bobby's truck. Going off into turn 3 and 4 here. Completing his lap number 93. Currently on 94. As we're going to take a picture-in-picture break here. And when we come back, we should see some pit stops already going through, or if not, soon to come. So we'll be right back.
Hey, can you do me a favor? I'm really hungry, but I'm trapped in here, and I dropped my last piece of boozy jerky on the floor. I can't reach it. Would you mind grabbing me a bag of the most tender, flavorful, booze-infused jerky on the planet? I promise I'll pay you back. I mean, I'd eat my piece, but I can't reach it. Oh, actually, I got it. Oh, it's so good. It's so tender, so flavorful. You should really pick yourself up a bag. But if you do, you can't eat it in here. Now, this is my spot. I own this spot. Boozy Jerky, the original booze-infused beef jerky with a pair, now available.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
And just like that, we are back from commercial break. Michael Thorpe Jr. rolling off of pit road, and we flip-flop the drivers to show you the exchange of the race lead potentially for the final time this season. If we go green all the way through, Jonathan Gaston will be your race winner pending there's no mistakes made by the 72 mechanically or from the driver's end, as we're going to be completing on lap 109, heading off into lap 110, 41 to go at the line for the 72, the only driver in the top 5 with no wins in the points. He's got a shot of his life right here to win the season finale.
He does. The question is, how much did he burn his tires trying to get that lap back? And Jeremy, he does not have as big of a lead as what he did last time. So let's not count our chickens before they hatch. Remember, we talked about this during the picture-in-picture break. The drivers actually went down pit road sooner than based off of their first pit stop, trying to short pit to give themselves more time to try to close it. And right now, Jeff Weimer coming down pit road, who was the last driver to pit, besides Gaston. We know he's not going to. And Stephen Hayes is only 6.8 seconds behind your race leader right now.
Let's put up the pit strategy info bar real quick to show you the difference is there. See, 30, I'm going to read that right. 20 laps. 20 laps is your difference between the 13 and the 72. That's a decent amount for sure. That's about what, 7/10, 6/10, somewhere in that ballpark. It will plateau like we saw the first time around, but yeah, it's not a super far distance like it was the first set of pit stops. So can Steven close it in? He's got the speed. Does he have the tire?
Yeah, and that's drivers making adjustments. They seen what Jonathan Gaston was doing. They adjusted their pit strategy, being the time that they pitted to try to cut that in the first stint, to try to cut that 21-second gap that they had back down. And they did just that. Stephen Hayes right now 5.5 seconds behind your race leader. Bobby Mantle 6.9, and then Michael Thorpe Jr. 9.3 seconds behind. So they're there, Jeremy. It's going to be a tough one, but Jonathan Gaston definitely in good shape right now. Just needs to sit here and keep running it. But from a driver's perspective, Jeremy, you know as well as I, those laps are not going to tick fast enough if you're driver 72.
And look behind Jonathan. He's got trucks behind him that are faster. They will pass the 72, which that will shuffle the speed of the 72 to the negative side more. Last time around, Stephen Hayes was 5.1 back. This time at the line, it goes from 5.1 down to
4.5.
4.5, 4.6. That's a half a second, Dustin. So on that pace, it is 8 laps away. So yeah, definitely spoke too soon on it. Stephen Hayes might be coming through with a shocker, or even Mantle, or even Thorpe. Thorpe's a couple seconds behind those guys, but of course he pitted much later. So of course he's got the faster truck overall at this time. Can he close it in?
Yeah, and that's the question right now. I mean, it's we watched the 72. You're going to see that bright orange Whataburger truck work into the frame, especially down this backstretch shot. You're going to see it right there coming off turn 2. And you see Bobby Mantle, Michael Thorpe. They're also back there. They're coming. I mean, they're tracking, Jeremy. Working lap 117 of 150 right now. We're at 34 laps left. There's time. There's time. But you also know that Stephen Hayes, Bobby Mantle, Michael Thorpe Jr., those drivers are pushing it right now because that's still a decent gap right now. So we know these tires plateau. How much are they going to have left once they do catch Gaston to hold off advances from some of their other competitors, to even get around Gaston, to hold off advancements from Mantle, Hayes, Thorpe Jr.? It's going to be a wild one because they're all right here, Jeremy.
And the speed's kind of plateauing a little bit. I'm watching the last 2 laps. Stephen Hayes only gained 0.4 that last time by, and then 0.2 the lap before. Oh, a side draft from Dustin Franklin to Jonathan Gaston. Contact, race leader, and Dustin Franklin, door to door off of turn 3. exiting turn 4. It's going to cost Gaston a ton of time. Goes from 3.3 to 2.6 is the difference there. 8/10 just by a little door touch. So it's going to reel in Stephen Hayes even closer.
Yeah, and that's not what he wanted. He was trying to he's trying to get around. Contact
Mantle.
off a turn 2 wall. Bobby Mantle, that's going to slow him up. Stephen Hayes now under fire from the 34. Michael Thorpe Jr. all over the rear bumper is Thorpe Jr. as he cuts it down. Both dive to the dog leg right now, side by side through the dog leg, diving it off into one.
As we got our caffeine team driver cam of Stephen Hayes. He fixed the camera angle. Look at this, much better headshot. Got the lights turned off. He's got the glow from the screen. Much better look compared to last time around. As he is.
He was a rookie, Jeremy. He was a rookie with the driver cam. We'll give him a pass, a mulligan on that, but he got it fixed now. He's now in his second attempt at doing the caffeine team driver cam, and much better.
Look at this. Oh no! Contact! Where's the caution? Where's the caution? No caution.
Wow!
Broadcaster curse coming into play as he looks up at his camera, knowing that we were probably watching it. Nerd TV Rewind. And just like that, our first incident of the night does not bring out a caution.
Does not. He gets up there, tries to angle it down. Rear tires lose grip on there. Counter steers it as best as what he can. Bobby Mantle sees nothing but Stephen Hayes in front of him. Has to get on the binders. Contact. Just a little bit of a bumper scrub there. You see Stephen Hayes lock him up. Wall contact, and he keeps it going.
Danny squeezing the gap there. My gosh, he could have easily just collected Bobby Mantle, but does not. Stephen Hayes on pit road to get his final set of tires here this evening. And going back to the race lead, Dustin, this was the story not for today, but Friday in the trucks, Saturday for Xfinity Series, where the champion also won the race. And here in just a few short laps, Michael Thorpe trying to be that person to win the race and the championship in the same night. He's got 5 car lengths to do so, less than that now as he gets to turn number 1. Off of turn 2, we're looking about 2 truck lengths, and that's it. Maybe even 1 as they get to turn 3. Michael Thorpe with a commanding 3 seconds over third place and the best set of tires. And here we go, final. Oh, Gaston saves it. Ooh, that could have been a moment.
Definitely could have been a moment. As you see, the 34 goes way down to that dog leg. Clears it. Side by side, though, battle still there, but it should go to the 34 with the fresher set of tires. This is going to be tough. But coming off the corner, that's all she wrote, Jeremy. I mean, there can't be much left in the tank for the 72 on that one-stop strategy, and that's what's going to happen right now. About the only thing that's going to change this is going to be a caution. It's the only thing that's going to change it.
Is our professional drone flyer, Dustin Longston, over here flying the tipsy camera presented by Boozy Jerky around this track.
Oh, we have a caution. And it looks like it's going to be Stephen Hayes, and I just jinxed it. I said the only thing that's going to change this up is going to be a caution. And what do we get, Jeremy? We get a caution.
Cold tires and a self-spin on the front straightaway is going to bring it out here late in the going. And, well, if we thought Thorpe had it, we're going to have to rewind that thought as everyone's going to come down pit road, get their last set of tires. But still the winner is Jonathan Gaston out of this moment. As you see the 13 doing his self-spin, slow motion, of course. No wall contact. Very nicely done there. And pit stops are open, Dustin. They're rolling.
Yeah, they are rolling. This is going to be big. And yeah, the big gainer on that is Jonathan Gaston. And he's actually your biggest mover right now, up 5 spots, sitting P2. Started 7th, sitting in 2nd. And now he's going to be on the same strategy as the other drivers. Now, this is where it's going to get interesting. You see, we are working lap 127 of 150. This is our first caution, Jeremy, of the night. Everybody is going to have fresh tires and championship implications on the line. This is going to put Michael Thorpe Jr. and Bobby Mantle neck and neck with fresh set of tires, no pit strategies involved. This is going to get interesting, Jeremy, with just a few number of laps left, man. I mean, we are looking at, we're less than 25 laps to go. This is going to get crazy.
This is going to get fun. Very exciting. We saw the initial start. It was a lot of fun for the first 15, 20 laps, and that's what we're going to have left in this race. So this will be a great show for y'all to tune into as we're closing out the final laps of the season. I was supposed to do this 30-plus laps ago, and I apologize, but wanted to give one final shout-out and thanks to us, myself being the lead analyst here, and then our color commentator, Mr. Dustin Logston, also producing, pressing the buttons here. So that's been us all year round. Dustin Logston and Jeremy Stanley calling the shots here. Doing what we do at Nerd TV each and every single week. But good things are coming to an end here this year. Looking ahead to a much more fun 2026 with all these new fancy tools and buttons, and I'm going to be producing for the first time ever, so that'll be kind of fun.
I'm excited at that, Jeremy. You've seen me behind the scenes pushing the buttons for coming up to 400 productions now as a duo, as a team. And that includes our main man, Jason Rockefeller, as well. He has done a number of them as well. I'm excited to see you back there in the production side of things, and it's going to be weird for me not pushing any buttons, just talking too. So it's going to be fun.
And leading.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Yeah. Kind of a change up. I don't know if that, we'll have to figure that out schedule wise. It might rotate. It might just be me. It might just, who knows? I guess it depends on who gets to the computer first. How about that? Pace car down. 34. Throttle at the ready. 3, 2, 1. Go. Right in the middle of the box this time. Michael Thorpe, great launch over Gaston. EJ Luna's going to follow nicely into P2. Takes the shortcut. Single file goes the top 5 into turn number 1. 24 to the bottom, 34 to the top. Bobby Mantle also moving up into that third lane. Off of 3, we stay clean. Here we go.
Yeah, 21 laps to go, Jeremy. Fresh tires, drivers all bunched up. The only caution we've had. Oh, I take that back, Luna. Excellent save. Good wreck avoidance there by the 13 of Stephen Hayes, as that's going to bring out our second caution presented by iRacing iFlag.
There you go. Cautions, breeding cautions, just like that. 24, the other Lone Star driver to kick it sideways in turn 3, as this team has found some faults lately going on this side of the track. There he goes. Just cold tires. Not enough heat just yet. And there's the slide. Here comes his teammate looking at him going, oh, man. Wreck avoidance to the inside. Stayed clear.
Oh, that could have been so much worse. Good heads-up driving by all the drivers to keep it up on that high side, seeing that Luna was going, spinning down to the inside. Excellent job by EJ to lock it up like that. Veteran move. Lock it up to try to control the amount of movement that truck slides on that pavement. And good heads-up driving by his Lone Star teammate, Stephen Hayes, in the 13 to avoid making contact, because that would have been detrimental to both of them.
Yeah, 100% there. Looks like 3 trucks on pit road. Everybody else staying out. So we should have a couple laps left before we go back to green flag. And here we go. We're going to restack them up again. 34 is going to be on the inside. 72 on the outside of row 1. And what do you think, Dustin? Do you think the people pitting have any chance of making up more ground than what they lost?
I don't think they do, Jeremy. They haven't been out there on those tires. I mean, they really haven't even scuffed the sticker off those puppies yet. I don't think it's going to have as big of an impact as what they're hoping that it does. I mean, at this point, I mean, every driver, we hope it things all the time. And I just don't think this one's going to pay off. What I can tell you is the 72 of Jonathan Gaston has got to have a much better restart this time. With less than 20 laps to go, we're working closer to 15 to go. He has got to be on the ready, foot on the throttle, and he has got to try his best to match the restart of the 34. He's not going to be able to match it, because if he does, it's going to lead to him jumping the restart. But he has got to do better than what he did last time. Now the question is the 89 and Bobby Mantle is going to be restarting right on the rear bumper of that 34. That's your 2 championship contenders right now. This restart is going to be pivotal for a number of reasons right now. Like I said, 72's got to jump. He's got to get that matched restart best he can. And this is going to put the 34 and the 89 in a close-knit duel right from the go.
This will be fun again. Let's see if they can keep it side by side or if they go just like that last restart where it's single file right out the gate. 72, yeah, he learned what not to do on that start. He's going to try to make it much better as a 64 and 11 catch up to the outside. Now we're all buttoned up. Pace car down. And with the restart happening with 16 laps to go, who is going to capitalize on this start and get the best possible finish? Right now we know the fastest truck is the 34. Mantle trying to spoil the fun for the championship and race win combo of Michael. Green flag is out. Excellent start from the inside. Bobby matches it quite nicely. He's side by side with the 72. They take the shortcut down the front stretch into turn number 1. Cleared top 5 single file.
Top 5 single file. Bobby Mantle on the attack now. Michael Thorpe Jr. running that second groove. Bobby Mantle trying to stick that bottom groove. Contact further back in the pack. Wall scrape. Your top 3, though, nose to tail. That is Thorpe Jr., Mantle, and Gaston. Gaston, much better restart than last time. Not where it needed to be, but elects not to take the dogleg approach. That's going to put Dustin Franklin closing in on that 3rd place.
Taking a great line there. Cuts down early. Maybe a little too early. Trying to get into the door panel of 34. Not going to do it this time. Mantle a little squirrely off of turn 2. Looks into turn 3, all file onto the yellow line on the inside. Coming up now to 14 laps to go in the season.
14 laps to go. You see that 3 of your top 4 take the dogleg. Gaston elects to take that track route. Gets a good run on the inside of Bobby Mantle right now, trying to put his nose there. And it's there, Jeremy. Side by side is Gaston and Mantle. But Mantle has that high side run there and that momentum.
Contact.
Oh, contact. And that throws the 89 loose. Dustin Franklin gets loose checking up. And your 2nd, 3rd, and 4th all just lost valuable space and time to Michael Thorpe Jr.
Mantle's only chance, more than likely, he might have been able to do it on speed, but he tried to give the 34 a little natural short track shove into the corner entrance. And it plays karma instantly as the 89 now has to backtrack that strategy and go after the 34 as we complete the lap 138 onto lap 139. It's going to be 12 laps remaining.
12 laps remaining. Michael Thorpe Jr. still out front. Bobby Mantle trying to regain from that mishap, that slight use of the chrome horn, and we got a wreck in the back. And no caution right now. That's going to be Don Blazer in the 11 as he come off of turn 2. We're going to go back and take a look and see what happened there, Jeremy.
And just really far in the back. It looks like maybe on that little quick angle, self-spin.
Yep, got loose right there in front of Chuck Cobb. Cobb takes evasive maneuvers and then noses into the inside wall.
That's going to render the 11 out of this picture. The finishing positions up front as we're looking at the 89-34. 89 of Mantle, he's got the speed still. He recovered nicely. He's back to 2 truck lengths behind Michael Thorpe. And then I say that, and he's slamming the outside wall on turn number 1, but still carries great momentum nonetheless. That actually kind of helped the 89.
Yeah, he's been doing that through 1 and 2. He gets as close as he can to that wall and then arcs it down just before the apex and straightens out that corner exit, and he gets an excellent run. Got a little more closer than he would have liked to have on the last one, but that's what's been working. And if you notice, he closes in big time on his competitors, and he is right now half a truck length away from the 34. This is going to be a hell of a race. These are your 2 championship contenders right now. And Jeremy, if they finish exactly how they are, the 34, Michael Thorpe Jr., has the championship locked up. But Bobby does not want to go down that way, and Michael Thorpe Jr. doesn't want to go down that way. They're both racing because they want that race win.
Bobby Mantle now has to figure out a new line through 1 and 2 because Michael Thorpe Jr. using his skills and experience to block the outside lane, which Bobby has been using to get to the back bumper. And now his passing lane is taken up. Does he go to the bottom? Does he try to make another bumper contact? What does Bobby do here at the line? Lap 144 underway, 7 to go.
Yeah, 7 laps to go, and that's an excellent defensive strategy right now. I mean, you sit here and take the preferred driving lane of your competitor away, you're going to make them work even harder to try to get by. Not anything to do with one driver being slower than the other or anything else, but you know what? If they want to take it, they're going to have to work for it. As Bobby Mantle gets real close there, almost contact with the turn 4 wall as they hit the dog leg.
He was turning that wheel so hard to the left there to try to avoid the wall, and that's going to scrub some speed. But this truck is resilient. He's still on the attack here. Has another 2 truck lengths to gain to get back to the back bumper of the 34.5 to go at the line. Bobby, so much better into turn 3. He needs turn 4 to stick for him. He does a decent job this time around. This is going to get fun still.
Oh, yeah. Both drivers are adjusting their driving lines right now to pretty much offset that of their competitor. And this is going to get close. Bobby a little loose there through that set of corners, but doesn't look like he loses too much momentum. About a truck length and a half as they go off into the corner. Now down to a half a truck length. So much better is the 89 in that corner, but wobbles loose. And there goes the momentum and all that ground he built up.
Yeah, great save, but that's it. That's with the little amount of laps left in this thing. It is all said and done, I think, unless Bobby has one more trick up his sleeve. But how loose that truck is, I don't know if he can get back to him. Going to be 3 to go at the line here. Bobby drives it in deep, has to lift a little bit more on center. Great exit, though, for the 89, but Michael Thorpe still has the commanding lead.
Yeah, still has that commanding lead. 3 laps to go right now. And Jeremy, this is the last dish effort that you can. Battling back behind these two. Dustin Franklin has been holding that 3rd spot, but EJ Luna coming hard into the wall. Coming off turn 2, but not giving up yet. 3rd place going to be up for grabs with 3 laps to go.
Here we go. It's actually 2 laps to go this time. This is it. Mantle cannot get any closer to Thorpe. Thorpe, 5 truck length advantage into turn 1 and 2 for the second to final time. Clean exit here. We're going to have 1 lap to go, presented by absolutely nobody. Michael Thorpe in great position to seal the deal.
Yeah, 1 lap to go. 34 crosses the line. This will be it, regardless of what happens right now, Jeremy. He has got the championship locked up, but he wants to capitalize as best as what he can. Bobby Mantle way down on that apron, trying to gain everything he can to no avail. Not going to work right now. Big time racing back behind between the 74 and 24. Big time blocks going on. 24 EJ Luna to the outside right now. Side by side, Dustin Franklin's going to get that one, but your race winner and 2025 Global Racing League Truck Series champion, Michael Thorpe. 7 wins on the season for him in Full Throttle Motorsports and 7 wins on the season for his teammate with Full Throttle Motorsports, Austin McGill, at 14 wins for the team. Excellent drive for driver of the number 34, Michael Thorpe Jr.
30 races, 14 wins for Full Throttle Motorsports as they just dominate the season, especially on the back half of this thing, as he gets all the congratulatory bumps. There's Don Blazer, there's Chuck Cobb, and Michael Thorpe's got 2 burnouts to do, 1 for the race and 1 for the championship. Michael Thorpe Sr. on the YouTube side, just cheering him on, called it early, and here he is. Moment is yours, Michael Thorpe Jr. Burn it down.
Yeah, well-deserved. 7 wins on the season. Half of the wins for Full Throttle Motorsports. The other half goes to Austin McGill. Excellent team effort for Full Throttle Motorsports at 14 victories out of the 32 starts. That is crazy for a team. 7 to Michael Thorpe Jr., 7 to McGill. And to top off just a phenomenal season, you take home the chip, the championship trophy. Your 2025 Global Racing League Truck Series champion. Burn it down, Michael Thorpe.
And he's having some fun out there. Cooking every ounce of that virtual rubber off that Goodyear tire. And here's the unofficial results for tonight's season finale at Phoenix Raceway here. Bobby Mantle, Stephen Hayes. No, that list is that's the qualifying results. All right, so the race results. Michael Thorpe Jr., Bobby Mantle, Dustin Franklin.
I got you.
Is your top three. EJ Lee in fourth. Jonathan Gaston fifth. Jeff Weimer sixth. Chuck Cobb seventh. Danny White P8. Stephen Hayes ninth. Don Blazier 10th. And Callum Bailey finishes out in P11. Austin McGill on the chats.
We're going to ixnay that rookie mistake, man. We're going to ixnay that. It was a flawless broadcast up until then, so it didn't happen.
Stephen Hayes corrected it. Dustin's got it corrected. That never happened. What are you talking about? But yeah, Mick Evolution says good night from Germany. Austin McGill jumping in to say go Thorpe, absolutely deserved. And that is your championship.
Hey,
and there's the entrance.
There's the
he
entrance.
Showed me
I was going to say, he showed you.
doing a burnout up into Victory Lane. Only 3 tracks on the Cup schedule where you can drive in. Dover, Bristol, and Phoenix. Everybody else still needs that update. And there he's parked as we're going to go grab our top 3. Actually, they already grabbed it themselves. They are in the waiting room. And so that gives us our cue to start up the final post-race show presented by Victory Fuel for the 2025 season. And we're going to talk to Dustin Franklin, Bobby Mantle, and Michael Thorpe Jr. Well, hold on. Dustin Franklin was in there. Now he's not. Now he's back again. Let's grab him before he leaves one more time. Dustin Franklin, congratulations, dude, on top 3.
I appreciate it.
Started 8th, finished 3rd. The Orange Spoilers had a pretty good, solid truck overall. Ran a little bit on the looser side of things. What did you do to move yourself up into that 3rd place?
I just kept fine-tuning my throttle control there, and I was able to get it to where, basically the car's turning itself without me really having to put much steering wheel input into it. That's until I had to try to race some guys for the lead there. That was tough. But yeah, it's just learning the smoothness of the brakes, when to get off, when to brake, when to drag the brake, so on and so forth.
Well, you did a good job adapting to surroundings there, and it paid off, man. 3rd place, job well done. Season finale over. And give us your final thoughts of the season, and then thank some sponsors while you're doing so.
Yeah. I want to. It was a good season. I got a win, and hopefully I should have got 1 or 2 more. And I wish I would have seen what last week looked like if I didn't get taken out by my teammate. Cough, cough. But right. But other than that, man, thank you guys. Thank the admins. Thank the league owner. Fort Worth Screen Printing. My buddy John T. Garrett. He's going to try to drive his ARCA car again next year. So hopefully something comes of that. And that's about it. And the team, of course, I drive with here.
Hey, you know what, Dustin? From one Dustin to another, I fully understand what happens when a teammate is not there for you.
Right. No, it was a good hard race, and I know he didn't mean to, and it was short track. So yeah, it's good to bust balls though.
It is. I give Jeremy a hard time all the time, but I know his intentions were good. He was trying to do everything he could to try to secure, and it did not work out according to plan. So I just I'm like you. I like to bust his balls every once in a while, any chance I get.
That's right. Well, I appreciate you, fellas. Hopefully, see you next year, or maybe in a different league, and we can chat again.
Yeah, we'll definitely be chatting with you, sir, in 2026. Absolutely. Job well done. We'll see you next year.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. That was the 74 Dustin Franklin.
Sorry, Jeremy. I had to. I have to. It's all in good fun, though. You do the same for me.
A year later, the gut still hurts. It's okay. We're gonna get
I
over
still
it
love
some
you, buddy.
point.
I still love you.
Likewise. Oh man, good times. And now, Bobby Mantle, runner up in the points, runner up in the race. Job number 89, Bobby Mantle. Job well done on the race. P2 tonight, P2 in the points overall. Just a good season for yourself.
Yeah, not bad all around. It was a fun time.
Walks to the night, man. You started what P1 and you finished second, so overall great speed. The strategies played out. You were one of the first takers on that first pit stop cycle. Was that planned initially to try to definitely go for the two stopper?
It depended on position, really. And when I saw that Thorpe was out about 3 or 4 seconds and I wasn't gaining on it, anything on him, I figured, well, try something different and just split this evenly as I can and see if I can't run him down by short pitting him. But that man was just too fast tonight.
And you got down to the later stage of the race, couple of restarts, and you had a nose there. You gave him a little bump, and it kicked your truck sideways, but you still had speed to catch him a couple more times after that. Did you think you had the speed in the truck to actually get around him?
I had the speed to get to his bumper. I don't know if I had the speed to get around him. And then I just pushed it too hard. And those last 5 laps, the tires were shot and I was just holding on. But yeah, I tried to give him a couple little nudges. Last thing I wanted to do was wreck the guy. So I didn't hit him too hard. And I don't know what the hell happened. And I don't know how I unsettled my own truck. But it is what it is. And no, it was a fun battle. Cautions kind of always suck. But at least this way, it made the ending a little more exciting.
Yeah, absolutely did there. The restarts are great here at Phoenix, and congratulations on a good season, sir. 2025 in the books. Final shout outs before we do let you go.
Big shout out to you guys sticking through all 32 races here this season with us. Really appreciate you guys. Enjoy the show you put on for us. And I really got to give a shout out to the guys that stuck around. This was a long, long season. We saw lots of new guys come and go, and numbers dwindled a little bit, but the core group of guys stayed the whole time. So thank you guys. We wouldn't be able to do this without you.
100% there. That's Bobby Mantle P tonight, man. Congratulations. All right, now it's time to load up the Victory Lane scene presented by Victory Fuel to talk to not only your race winner, but the man who's got the championship, Michael Thorpe Jr. Congratulations, sir.
Let's go!
Yes, sir,
That's what I
man.
want to hear. There you go.
Oh my god. This is crazy. This is my first championship I've won in any league I've ran in. This is crazy. Oh
had
my
to-
god.
You had a good points lead coming into this thing, so the confidence had to have been there. But all in all, when you get the checker flag and it's finally done, that's when you let the emotions set in, man. Pit strategy, I wasn't sure if it was going to work out with Gaston staying out there, at least for the race perspective. But as it played out, you still had the best truck and the best strategy.
Yeah, I put in so many hours just this week alone just trying to master this track and the truck setup. Heck, even this Fendi setup, I've just been trying to master and dominate the race as much as I can. Yeah, just put it into work and wow, I just thank you to like everybody that comes and supports me. I got nothing else. I'm just so happy right now.
Dustin, we rendered him speechless, man, on his first championship.
As many times as he has been up here in the Nerd TV podium, and he is speechless for the first time. But you know what, buddy? I would not expect any less of that type of emotion. Jeremy and I still chasing our first iRacing championship in anything. And I can only imagine what the emotion would be in your seat right now, achieving that first one. And it was well deserved. I mean, 14 wins on the season by Full Throttle Motorsports, 7 to you, 7 to Austin. So he doesn't get bragging rights at all. You guys equally contributed, brought home the checkered flag and the chip. And it was a hell of a season, man. Well deserved.
Thank you guys so much. As I pulled away and from Bobby coming out of the four, it's just a smile on my face the entire time. I just knew right then and there it was it. I won it, and wow, I put so much effort into just everything I do on iRacing and just try to get into anything I can. Heck, even Road to Pro, I'm trying my best to get up in the Pro Series and just race as much as I can.
Well, you're doing it, man. Yeah, all the time, all the work's paying off. You see the speed every single week that you're bringing. Um, and so good luck to next year too. I'm sure that work is going to continue on to next season, and maybe more than 7 wins are coming your way. Who knows? But final time, man. You got the trophy. Who you got to thank?
Thank you, TWRS, UNOH. I got some of the esports guys coming, actually watching the broadcast right now. I appreciate all you guys so much, man. It's crazy. Especially I appreciate my dad. He just all the time, every race, every league, always watching, supporting me. I wish I could give him a hug right now.
Michael Thorpe Jr., 2025 Global Racing League Truck Series champion and 7-time winner, man. Congratulations. We'll catch you next year.
Thanks, guys.
Yes, sir. Michael Thorpe Jr. getting it done, getting the race trophy, getting the championship
And I
trophy,
love it.
tying the most wins of the season.
I love it, Jeremy.
Flawless performance, man.
You heard the excitement. You heard the emotion, man. I fucking love it, man. That's what is awesome about this. And yes, I'm gonna drop an F-bomb because you know what? I don't care. I love when
it's our stuff.
No, I love when drivers have that emotion like that. It's it shows that it's more than just a video game. It's something that we do, that we enjoy, that we put time and effort into, and when you finally see that culminate into, you see the fruits of your labor, so to speak. I mean, I love seeing that emotion, man. And yeah, I mean, you heard it when he sat here and said that I wish I could give him a hug, talking about his dad. Michael Thorpe Sr. has always been in our chats, man, always been supporting him. Awesome to see that. I want to say here and thank Panic24E, that's EJ Luna. Says great season. Thanks, Nerditudes. Much appreciated. You know what? We have enjoyed every moment, the ups, the downs, the beef moments, the emotional moments. I mean, it's been great, Jeremy. It has been awesome, and I look forward to 2026 as we get ready to enter our off season.
Yeah, we got a couple exciting things for next year coming up with leagues and with role changes and graphics and a potential return of a very important broadcaster to us from early in this year and late last year. We'll see if that comes to fruition. So that'd be kind of cool. But thank you guys for being subscribed and watching all the broadcasts. It's been a lot of fun. But our year is over. We're going to go do some work behind the scenes. You're going to see this channel is going to be active. I'm going to be doing some league racing on Tuesdays. Dustin's got Monday and Wednesdays locked in, it looks like. So 3 nights a week, we're going to be live on this page, doing it from the driver's perspective, not the broadcast booth. So join in, have some fun, chit chat with us. We'll see them live as they scroll across the top of the screen. But that's it, Dustin. It's been great to work with you. Great year. Hopefully next year is going to be the best one yet. And you guys, as always, stay safe. Get your nerd on. Dustin, what you got for him?
And Jeremy, it has been absolutely fun. We've been doing this a long time, coming up on 400 productions. This is actually one of my favorite times, is getting in here, calling races, hanging out with you. Known each other a long time, so it's always fun. And I feel next year is going to be awesome. I mean, every year we get better and better. We bring new and better things. And I think next year is going to be a good one. So until then, you and I aren't going to be strangers because we're going to be hanging out in the off season. But for everybody else out there, like Jeremy said, we'll look forward to seeing you guys again in 2026 for the startup of the seasons again. But until then, it's not goodbye. It's just till next time. Stay nerdy.
Touchscreen and louder to the range. Fuel burns and the glow of the pixel blaze. The rubber is rolling with the fist clenched tight. Your TV lights up the endless night. Fight to fight, we live to speed. No TV feeds our endless need. Heartbeats pounding, engines climb. Best broadcast under the virtual sky. Turn the wheel, feel the breakneck roll. Sim racers tearing through the thunder soul. Gear shifts crack like a lightning storm. warriors breaking the norm. Turn the wheel to the breakneck roll. Sun races down through the thunder soul. Gear shifts crack like a lightning storm. Digital warriors breaking the norm. Fight to fight, we live the speed. Our TV feeds our endless need. Heartbeats pounding, engines cry. Let's broadcast under the virtual sky. Through each hairpin, a battle unfolds. Victory forged in the fire of the bold. Neon dreams fuel the tracks we tear. No TV shows us who dares to care. Fight to fight, we live the speed. No TV feeds our endless need. Heartbeats pounding, engines cry. Let's broadcast under the virtual sky. Touchscreen and louder to the range. Fuel burns in the glow of the pixel blaze. The rubber moves roll, the fist clenched tight. Your TV lights up the endless night. Fight to fight, we live the speed. Our TV feeds our endless need. Heartbeats pounding, engines cry. Let's broadcast under the virtual sky. Turn the wheel, feel the breakneck roll. Sim racers staring through the thunder soul. Gear shifts crack like a lightning storm. Digital warriors breaking the norm. Turn the wheel through the breakneck roll. Sun races down through the thunder soul. Gear shifts crack like a lightning storm. Digital warriors breaking the norm. Fight to fight, we live the speed. Our TV feeds our endless need. Heartbeats pounding, engines cry. Let's broadcast under the virtual sky. Through each hairpin, a battle unfolds. Victory forged in the crunch time. Your TV lights up the endless night. Fight to